This is the second video of the Inside Enviz AI Workflow series, where I'll be showing you how to use simple prompts to create incredible 360 images that you can use to upload to your Enviz Space. What that will allow you to do is to use our Enviz AI tool and feed off that additional context to create incredibly immersive spaces and images that are in line with the context and the atmosphere that you're looking to create. Okay, so I've just jumped into this Enviz Space, and as you can see, we're in the dollhouse view at the moment. What I'm going to do is jump down inside, and you can have a look here and see that we've got the default Enviz sphere, which is just a blue sky. And this produces some really nice results when you're using the AI tool. So if I was to ask it to make this look photorealistic. Okay. So you can see it produces some quite nice results as is, but generally I would say these are lacking context, and context is a very important thing to the Villa Savoye as an architectural modern masterpiece. So the best thing we can do is try and improve the accuracy of the context, and there's a cheeky little way we can do that. So if I jump into Google Gemini and I have an image I have prepared earlier, I'm just going to drag in the Villa Savoye reference image. So this is, to give you an idea, this is the image that we're working with. And the context you can see here, it's surrounded by some nice evergreen looking trees and a grassy sort of setting. What I'm going to ask Gemini to do is to create an equirectangular image, which will create essentially a 360, an image that can be wrapped around the building as a 360 and give it full context. So I'm just going to ask it to create a photorealistic equirectangular 360 image using the reference image that I've attached. Remove the building from the reference image, and mid-afternoon sunlight is probably what I feel is most accurate. And let's see what it produces. Okay, wow, so it's produced a really nice result here. I'm just going to open that image up and we can have a look. Okay, so it looks like it's very accurate to the original reference image that I provided. What I can now do is upload this to the Enviz client portal where my project 3D file is located, and use the sky editor to replace the default 360-degree image with this one. Now it's important to note that this is very different to a typical panorama. It's wrapped or unwrapped in a certain way that it will wrap perfectly as a sphere around the model. So I'm just going to jump into the client portal where all these changes can be made. So what I'll do is I'll hit Custom Dollhouse and Teleport Editor. So my model has loaded, and I'm now going to go to the Sky Editor and upload my custom 360 sphere. Select it, upload, and now it will be uploaded and processed, ready for viewing. It's finished processing and it's updated the 360 sphere. And you can see now that we have a nice background to our original model. One thing that always looks really good is when the shadows align with the shadows of the model. So I can tell based off these shadows that the sun's coming from, in the 360 image, it's coming from the right-hand side, and it looks like it's the opposite in the model. So I might rotate this 180 degrees so it's more accurate to where the shadows are coming from. So if I look straight down, it looks like that is about right there. Perfect. I'm happy with that, and I'm going to publish. So now that this has been published, I can go back to my original space where I was using the AI tool, and we can reload. And just like that, the new 360 image has been uploaded to our space and is providing some amazing context and backdrop to our 3D model. So now when I ask it to make this look photorealistic, image is finished processing, and wow, just like that, you can see it's already added a whole nother layer of immersion and context to the image that's produced, and just really enhances that level of realism that you can get out of your images. So these are all just automatically generated by the Enviz AI tool, and it's paid attention to the lighting, to the shadows and the backdrop, and yeah, really produced a quite beautiful result. Interested to see what this looks like from inside and how it changes the atmosphere of the interior space. So I'm going to ask it once again to make this look photorealistic, which is a great default prompt when you're looking to just get a quick result. So the image is finished processing. Let's have a look. That is incredible. Wow. So just like that, as simple as adding a nice context image in the background, a 360 equirectangular image, you'll end up achieving a really beautiful result with your generated images. Now I can continue to prompt and modify the space, but for now I think that's a beautiful image that I'm happy with, and I'm ready to move on. So this is an image I can go ahead and add directly to the gallery of the listing if I choose, and I can go through and create as many as I like. Okay, another great example of how you can use Gemini to create some fantastic equirectangular 360 images is when you want to give a little bit more accurate site context to where you might be locating a future development or a multi-story residential building, an apartment. It doesn't really matter. If you want to add just a bit more context around that image so that you can generate more accurate AI images from within the space, this is probably the best path to go down. So it's really quite cool, all of the different information that Gemini can pull together. And so I've gone ahead and created this prompt here, which is create a photorealistic equirectangular 360 image at the coordinates, and these are the coordinates that I've captured. And anyone can do that by just simply going to Google Maps, tapping, and it will give you a pin, and then you just copy the coordinates. And so I've copied those coordinates from that location, given it a little bit more context that it's at North Bondi in Biddigal Reserve and looking towards South Bondi in the distance with the main beach on the right. So just a little bit more reference just to give it some more rails to run down. And yeah, it's gone ahead and generated this great image, which I can just download, and you'll see it's created a really great reference for that location. Now, it's not always going to be absolutely perfect. You may need to make a few adjustments if you want to create one in a more urban location, then giving it a little bit more context, like an image of the area, whether that's from Street View or something, can also help give it a little bit more to go from. But generally I've found that the coordinates works really well and works in a lot of different locations and settings. So I was really happy with this image, but decided that I wanted to change the time of day. So I went ahead and gave it this prompt. So change time of day to sunrise, with the sun rising just over the horizon to the left. And it went ahead and generated this beautiful sunrise image here, which you can see just here. So really impressive that it's able to do this. And once again, I uploaded that image to the Skybox editor, and we have our nice sunrise image ready to go. So after publishing it, we can jump back into our AI tool, and the image is filling the background and we're ready to go and start prompting. So I've already gone ahead and jumped in here and created a few AI images ready to go. So my prompt was just make this look photoreal. There really wasn't much else to it. Make this look photorealistic, and it's gone ahead and created these beautiful photorealistic images. And all because of that context being in the background, it just adds this whole additional layer of depth to the image and just makes it easier to get closer to that result you're looking for. And the beauty of that is that you can also ask it to change the time of day, even if you've already got a sunrise image in there, and it has no problem changing that and creating something that looks as nice as these. Now, if you want to go to that next level and maybe even get a balcony view, there's no problem achieving that. So we can just navigate our way up to the balcony. I use the walk function. Click out here. And when I was in this view, I created another one. You can see, simply just make this look photorealistic, no other adjustments whatsoever. And it's gone ahead and created a beautiful image like this. It's got the surfers in the background, views over the coast, even some nice water on the timber decking here. So it's really thought hard about what this image should look like and what you could expect, how you could expect the building to almost respond in this context, and it's applied that in the image. So super impressive, gives you multiple options that you can choose from, and if you're really not happy with something in the image, you can always adjust that, add additional furniture, or just continue to prompt away until you get to a result that you're happy with.